Hello everyone. So it is pretty cold today. I'm gonna be cooking a brisket on the old Ironsides barbecue from the company Hamrforge. I'm gonna make a video of basically the whole process. It's not so much a video of how we make a brisket, but more of a video of how we light up a fire on the Hamrforge, hold up its temperature to where we want it, and well, you might see a little brisket. So I started with just filling briquettes. Some people use charcoal. I like briquettes for long cooks because it holds the heats for a very long time compared to charcoal. So I just put a starter, light up the chimney, and I'm gonna be back in about 20-25 minutes until it's all red, and we're gonna see the next step at this point. All right, it's been 22 minutes and the fire is roaring. I'm gonna be pouring that in the jar and I'm gonna put a log on it, but I won't be able to hold my phone while I do that, so I'll be back. All right, so I started with a very small piece of wood, so it won't smoke too much. I just want a nice fire going. Not a lot of smoke for now, just heat and fire. So I'm gonna wait till it catches fire, and when it does, I'm gonna close the jar with these two vents open. I'm gonna let it go up to pretty much the temperature I want, which is gonna be 250, 275 today on a fast brisket. That's it, I'll be back. Okay, a couple of things I wanna explain as well, and recommend. Temperature is going up. I just put the first log 2 minutes ago. See how I put all of the wood I'm gonna put next under the barbecue or by its side or on top. It's to heat the wood up so that it stays super warm and dry, so that when you put it on the fire it will catch immediately. It won't smoke like crazy and do that thick dense white smoke. It will do that nice thin blue smoke instead. That's important. Keep your wood warm. Another thing I do is usually in the jar, not now because I just started, but once the fire will be more to the right, I'll be having a log to the left, not on the fire, but just extremely hot. It will not catch fire, but it will be very close to it. So when I need to put it on the fire, I'll just move it to the right and it will immediately catch and not smoke too much. There we go. Welder gloves. These things are super useful. You can actually buy them anywhere and take fire in your ends, no problem. Hold the coals if you want to reorganize your fire as you need it. So that's very useful. Another thing I like to do is have that thermometer probes by the chimney, because that door is so heavy that I'm afraid it's gonna hurt the probes. So by the chimney, no problem. And you get them here. I have one for the grill and one for my brisket incoming a bit later. So I'm now at 225. It was 250, but I'd opened it for a bit. It's gonna go back up real quick. And on the grill, we are at 165 for now. I'm gonna wait till my grill is at 250 and then put my brisket on. All right, time to put the brisket on. It's well seasoned. I'm gonna put the point of the brisket to the left because the air is coming out of the barbecue that way and going out of the barbecue from the chimney. So there's a little bit of kind of airflow going that way. You want the largest piece of your meat to be on the left of the barbecue normally. And I'm putting it fat side down because these grills are hot and they're super nice, but you want to protect your meat a little bit because it's going to cook a little more from the bottom than the top. So at least that's what I think. Saying 300 in the dome. My grill is at 244. It's perfect. That's what I want. So I'm going to put the brisket on and the thermometer. I'm going to be back. All right, so this piece of meat is 16.5 pounds. It's pretty big. It's a big brisket. It fits very well. Could even be bigger. It would still fit. That's it. I've put my thermometer in and I'm gonna close that for a very long time now. Okay, one thing I realized when I closed the lid is that the temperature of that dropped to what seemed to be close to zero, and it was because the brisket was so big that the thermometer was actually making a hole in it, so it was taking the temperature of the brisket. So I just moved it to the level under, and I added my water pan with some apple cider vinegar, and that's it. Now we're good, and we should have a good read on the thermometer above and a good airflow. Right, it's been an hour and a half since the start, and I have just added my second log, basically. First log is broken, and I've just added this one. And it kept about 300 the whole time for an hour and a half, 1.5 log. Here we go. I had to close the vent a little, it was going too high. Another thing I need to look at periodically is to make sure I have enough water in my pan, because I want to keep that humid. Oh wow, this is beautiful brisket. There's not much liquid left in the pan, so I'm gonna go fetch some water. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours. This is saying 225, but my thermometer on the grill beside the brisket is saying 260. It's been around between 250 270 the whole time. So I'm gonna look at that bark, because the brisket is now at 162. So it might be time to wrap it. We'll see if the bark is good enough. And no, it could take on some more. So we're gonna keep going. Okay, so let's look at that brisket. I think it's gonna look good at this point. Oh yeah. This is starting to look really great. Gonna look if there's still water in the pan. Yep, still plenty of water. Clean that up to finish it. It's now at 189 degrees in the brisket. Sounds about right for its looks. Gonna make sure my fire is still good. Alright, it needs a new log. So let's do that. Probably the last log for this cook. I'm gonna take a small one. So when I put the log, I'll just wait till it catches fire before I close it up. I just got it out. I'm gonna wrap it. It's a 190. It's 3:45 in the afternoon, and I want to make sure I can leave to my friend's house by 4:30. So I'm gonna do the last 10 degrees wrapped.